What is chord to the octave? It means you have 3 different notes, but then you double one of them. So C chord, if you double the C on top, that's called chord to the octave, because this is an octave. So it's the fingering is, if you do practice that as your technique to get better, you should not only just do it in root position, but also in the inversion. So this was inversion for C chord, right? But I'm going to double what? Whatever's at the bottom, I'm going to double. So I always have the same key between my thumb and my pinky. This is C chord inversion 1 to the octave. If your hand's not big enough, just practice like this. Keep your hand in a closed position to be relaxed. And notice that my hand, if I had an arrow written here, it's pointing that way. When I play my thumb, it's kind of pointing that way a little bit, right? That's first inversion. And root position was, so don't try to have your hand like this. When the principle of technique is that when you're playing, it should be parallel to your keys. That's when it's strongest, because it can just stand. If my hand is here, you see how my index is not parallel to my keys? Now it is. I want to play my index this way. Even though I can play it this way because it's a strong finger, I want to, technique-wise, to play it when the finger is parallel. So moving from here to here, already you're seeing a little shift, right? When I play my pinky, I'm not here, because then my pinky is not parallel to the key. Here it is. What changed? The angle of my hand right here. You will feel that you have more strength if you lean your hand so that the pinky is parallel to the key. 4, 2, 1, 2, 4, 5. So practice carefully and slowly, not like me, just slowly. Keeping your fingers strong, hand closed position, finger parallel to the key, just upstanding. Then the next one, same thing. Finger is parallel to the key, it's just standing up. As standing up as you can with the knuckles popping up. If you see your knuckles popping up, that's a good sign. That's why I'm so concerned about technique through Zoom, because you don't want to practice just and then play it the wrong way. It's not going to serve you in the long run. If you're at this technical point, you need to practice with the focus on technique. The finger needs to be parallel to the keys, as tall as possible. In fact, I have another webcam set up so that I can show it to you sideways. Let me switch. So when you're playing, your hand is like this, not like this, not like this. Your hand is always as if you're holding, and then, you see the shape of the finger? It's not, right? No, the wrist is straight, flat, and I let go. I don't hold my hand out as I'm playing. Same thing with the right hand. Let me see if I can hold a webcam. And so when I play my pinky, it is in that shape and not, or then my hand is as close as possible. Close meaning just relaxed. Then go to the 3. And do the same thing for the inversion, and then a 4. And this is how you can play fast and furious and all that. It's because your finger is at the optimal position to be strong on a key. It's when it's not at an angle to the key. So always keep your fingers, like I said, parallel to the keys, except it's tall and standing. So we've covered root position, first inversion, there's the second inversion, and that's the fingering for the left hand. 5, 3, 2, 1. G, C, E, G, and back down. Okay, so do that as practice. Then you can do the accompaniment to O Holy Night in this way. It just works out for that time signature that I wrote for you. 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3, next bar, 2, 3, next bar, 2, 3, next bar, 2, 3. So you have 3 notes per bar, but because your C chord occupies how many bars? 4 bars. So 1, 2, 3, second bar, third bar, fourth bar. Change of chord. First bar F, second bar of F. Oh, change chord. C again. First bar, second bar, third bar, ending number 1, fourth bar, fifth bar, sixth bar. It just works out. That's the way I wrote it for you. So those of you who do want to practice this piece, your left hand is just simply going up and down, right? And 3 notes per bar. But you have a 4-note chord, so just C, E, G, C, going down. So it works out every 2 bars. You're back at the bottom C here on the 3rd bar, etc. So if you do that, the 2 hands would be something like when you have G7, you can do the entire chord up and down. You can just simplify it to G if you want, to the octave. Or you can just delete that D that we normally delete and go. I'm holding the keys so you can see which keys I'm pressing down. Of course, you don't play it that way with the hand spread out. But there are options there for you to do. You can continue just simplify G chord. I would do that because your accompaniment is in chord to the octave. I would do the G simplified. And your pedal is what adds the whole sense of peacefulness and what the song requires, right? But that is for more advanced students. That kind of accompaniment, you have to practice your technique. You can just go and, oh, it's so beautiful, I want to do it. And not practice how to properly do it, because you're going to hurt yourself. If you practice too much and you practice the wrong way, you're going to have some pain. Don't want that, right?